On Capitol Hill, senators broke a long-running and controversial deadlock yesterday over a freeze by Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville on more than 400 promotions for senior military officers. These were promotions that can now go ahead, but the standoff not completely over when it comes to senior military officers. Scott MacFarlane on Capitol Hill has been following this saga for us. Scott, good morning.
Hey, Tony, good morning to you. For months, hundreds of these military officials were in limbo, their positions on hold. Then, in a matter of minutes last night, nearly all of them were confirmed. After Alabama Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville finally backed down from his protest, which had single-handedly halted those promotions. Tuberville was objecting to a Pentagon abortion policy, which reimburses travel expenses if service members can't receive care where they're based. On Tuesday, Tuberville told CBS News, quote, "It's over." He didn't see a path to winning a change in that policy. The Pentagon had warned Tuberville's protest endangered military readiness and caused disruptions for the military families of those officers. Tuberville told us he still has a hold on about a dozen four-star general nominations, who the White House says needs to be confirmed as soon as possible. But with the standoff largely over, Tony, senators have expressed some relief, and one of them told me whatever point Senator Tuberville was trying to make, he had long since already made it.
Yeah, indeed. Scott, switching to another contested issue on Capitol Hill. Feelings seemed to be hurt and voices were raised yesterday on the question of whether or how to send additional aid to Ukraine. What's going on with that?
Yeah, there is growing jeopardy for this U.S. aid for Ukraine as the Senate is gridlocked. And at a classified briefing here late yesterday, multiple senators told me there was yelling, and some Republican senators stood up and marched out in protest. The wedge issue here is over how and when to add new border security legislation for the U.S. to this Ukraine aid package. It's a demand of Republicans in the House and the Senate, but there's clearly disagreement. Both sides accuse the other of bad faith and political motives. And this White House deadline, Tony, for aid by the end of the month, senators are at grave risk of blasting right past it.
Stakes are high. Scott, thank you very much.